loves. It's Monday, so that means it's more hooked on you. And I'm low-key in love with the spirit. However, I'm also low-key in love with the huntress. So, we need to make a game time decision on who we're going to go for. Because I can't decide on my own. I have my skull glass that I mentioned in the last time we played this. I need to make the cocktail that they have in the game. Where are we? There we is. Hell yeah. Perf. Continue as MILF. Narrator voice time. You open your eyes, the sun is shining, there's not a cloud in the sky, and you feel great. Totally well rested. You're not even suspicious of the fact that you fell asleep by a campfire but woke up several yards down the beach. Wait, are you on vacation? Was yesterday nothing more than a strange dream? No, not a dream. You really are here for another day. Why? I have no idea. You're obviously a weirdo. Correct. Speaking of weirdos, I see the rest of the gang is hanging out on the beach. This is definitely not a dream. I wouldn't rule out a nightmare just yet, though. At least they make for a sexy bunch, no? Morning, beautiful. I thought you might like a nice cup of joe to start off this incredible day. See, I want to hate him, but I like him too much. Very sleazy. Okay. Trixie seems suspiciously cheerful. I'm sure there's nothing nefarious behind his joyful demeanour, though. Everyone knows musicians are morning people. I also want to wish you luck. Today is an important one. My only regret is that I won't be a bigger part of it. Budgeting issues. Yeah, all the budget went onto his music video that he got. Also, I'm just swamped with engagements, especially on the other island. Trickster winks at you. If you want to ask him how to reach the other islands, now is the time. Never mind, he left. Well, at least he bought me a cup of... Wait, no, don't drink that. What the hell was that? They don't call him Trickster because he's good at a skateboard. And he definitely didn't get that name because he brings people drinks so they can have a good morning. That was almost certainly not coffee. I don't want anyone casually poisoning, imprisoning and torturing you. Yet. This is supposed to be a tropical paradise. The type of place you give a 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10, 2 thumbs up and review. Not an internal prison of pain. And please make sure to leave a review. It really helps with the algorithms. Just trust me, I'm looking out for you. So can we please move on? Hey, wait a second. How did a possibly omniscient, possibly unreliable narrator physically just knock that coffee out of your hand, Ghost? This is not Parliament, and the floor does not recognise the ocean to speak out of turn at this moment. I need no recognition, for I am the ocean. I dominate the land. I submerge those who defy me, and become their watery grave. Actually, speaking of graves, I would like to say something. Something of grave importance. Fine, go ahead. Even if this place is an eternal prison of pain, and I'm not saying it is, even a place of extreme horror can still receive a 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10 thumbs review, if it was crafted with love and or that's the type of thing you're into. You know, the ocean is right. A lot of hard work goes into a place like this. We should really judge it on the artist's intent, and whenever possible, start from the mindset of giving them a benefit of the doubt. Constructing these elaborate simulations, vacations, is not easy to do. I've played Danganronpa too. I know how this works. Sometimes, there are some small bugs or inconsistencies, but that's just the nature of the process. Perfection's overrated. The universe is filled with mysteries. We ought to celebrate those who venture to bare their souls as part of a creative process with the ultimate intent of making things for our enjoyment, not to be overly critical of them. Are you two trying to sell me on actually being good? You don't have to say it like that, especially after I saved you from that poorly made cup of coffee. Sorry, we should have been here 5 minutes ago. They always do this on the second morning. Sad, really. Even if they do make great points. Oh, they sure make great points. I agree. Can we please move on? Yes, of course, apologies, MILF. The last few minutes aside, have you been enjoying your time on the island? Yeah, it's been banging all of it. If I were to summarise my time here, I'd call it a lovely time. Oh, lovely. We'd love to hear that. Because isn't that what this place is all about? Finding love? No. Shut up, Dwight. You'll get us killed again, and again, and again, and again. We do need to ask you one more important question, though. If we had to sign away our rights to say anything negative about this place, would you please sign this non-disparagement agreement? Sure. Yes, I will hereby agree to participate in a verbal contract stating that I, MILF, will never say anything negative about my stay here on this island. Perfect. Delightful. Excellent. Sus. Yes, yes. Hey, MILF, it's still totally cool to have constructive feedback. This place to leave is a positive review. Because we all know that nobody reads negative reviews of games, results like this. Anyway, I see Dwight and Claudette have gone into the trance. And with the grumbling I hear from your belly, that can only mean one thing. Breakfast! Breakfast! Perfect timing. Everyone rolls into the dining area to load up the sexy little bellies of pancakes, bacon, and so much to maintain those beach bods. We're all half naked in tropical paradise. Can we get some strawberries here? A yogurt? Magic powers only get you so far. Even killers watch their sodium intake. You take your plate and sit down. Think about yesterday and the whirlwind of feelings you experience. I fucking love pancakes. Speaking, I want pancakes now. That's been mentioned. Danger, dread, disorientation. It was like going through puberty again, except all in one day on a beautiful and mysterious island. It looks like you're not the only one doing some introspection though. Trapper stands up to talk about how his day went, in case anyone was wondering. Personally, I wasn't. I'll be honest, I didn't expect you to survive yesterday, so congrats I guess. What is this on his arm? I'm so confused. Did Bro fall into his own traps? Is that what that's meant to be? Whether you survive today is a 50-50 at best. Good luck. Well, that was bizarre. Back to your breakfast. Nope. Now Hunter steps up to talk about her feelings. I will listen to you all day. At this point, anything could happen. And I'm open to all the possibilities that this strange island has in store. How open-minded. Oh, that surely must be it. No one else will be left alone during breakfast too. Oh, and just like that, here comes Spirit. Did everyone sleep well? I did, or should I say, did not. I haven't slept in 20 years on account of the whole burning question of familiar revenge thing, and last night was no different. So in case it was exactly how it should be. Got a lot of reading done though. Now if you don't mind, I'm going back to quietly resonating about being trapped with you all, resenting being trapped with you all, while looking cute doing so. Guessing Wraith has had enough time to wake up the courage to speak in front of a group? Ah, perfect. There he is. Take us home, Wraith. Oh hey, that was fun yesterday, huh? Yeah, I mean, not like too much fun. That'd be weird, but like a good amount of fun. Now they're all looking at you expectantly. Wait, are you supposed to stand up and explain how yesterday made you feel? I think I need to process everything by myself. I'll see you soon. Damn, what a power play. Keep wanting more. You're getting good at this game. A sexy, true-to-life experience. Shame we didn't get to eat any breakfast, but so be it. I want pancakes. Ah, hot tub time. After breakfast, you head to the hot tub by yourself to clear your head. Yesterday was, in short, a lot. Before you get there, though, something catches your attention. Oh, it skipped. Who are you? Who are you addressing? Me? Well, yeah, I guess. That is okay, right? I must be pursuing a relationship with one of these 4 fine killers. But it feels like the person I'm getting to know most is you, Nerea. It's only okay in so much it serves to illustrate that you've lost your mind, seeing how I'm not real and all. Yeah, I heard it this time. I think it's coming from behind the pool shed. I'm going to post this out of context because this is making me giggle a lot. Say cheese. Hell yeah. No, no, stick it in there. A little more, a little more. Oh yeah, that's it. Yes! How does that feel? Intense. Nice. Yeah, that feels right. This is uncomfortable. Now wait, take that and put it right. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Just like that? Exactly like that. I swear I had no idea these two do whatever it is they're doing. I'm afraid to look. Please say something so they know you're close by and can hit everything. Oh wow, look at this super cool bottle of Drinks and Brand sun lotion someone left on a chair. Anyone know where I can buy some? Damn it! Oh, come on, a little privacy please. Dwight is panting and Claudia has a crazed look in her eyes. Sorry, I didn't know how else to let you know I was here and I could hear you, well, you know. Know what? What do you think we were doing? You were doing... I don't know exactly what you were doing, but it sounded like, fun? You think two people trying to find new ways to kill each other in a desperate search to make their own death permanent is fun? Oops. We get 5 minutes to ourselves every day, and we spend it hoping if we just stab each other in just the right spot, we won't get resurrected. I've come to believe the key is finding the exact place we split out from, and I believe that place is your appendix. Why else would it be there? Makes sense to me. Did you actually think we were me and him, Dwight? You don't have to laugh that hard, they get it. My life is a nightmare, and yet somehow it's never been worse than it is right now. Let's go, lover boy. I knowed all our entry rooms in the 5 minutes up to now. Good luck, MILF, you're going to need it. And hey, if you figure out how to escape this island, please make sure your ghost tells us how. That was both a tragedy and a comedy. A crackbody. Shut up, I like it. Anyway, where were we? Oh yeah. You're heading to the hot tub by yourself to clear your head. Yesterday was, in short, a lot. So far, today's been exhausting too. We are dedicated to achieving a true, centered sense of calm. No drama, no bullshit. Just soak up the sun in a heated pool. I wish that were me. Today, you're on a date with you. Ooh, I like that. I want to be on a date with me. Who would make the first move? The ocean's down bad for herself. I love it. And aside from that disturbing thought, all is going to plan until our shadow blocks your precious sun. Spiky tipped like a palm tree is bending over to screw with you. Well, it's no true. Oh, it's... hello. Breakfast is weird, huh? Everyone's getting up and announcing how they feel. What's that about? Some forced check-in with the group. I don't like it. Fishy, kinda lazy. Whatever though. Breakfast is done. No one should eat before noon, or after 4 PM. Yeah, I do intermittent fasting. You've seen my hours, by the way? Maybe you can see them later on my private stage on the other island. You know, IP Island, where all the Hollywood celebs hang out. If you play your cards right. I give you a private show. Why did you look pissed off by that when he said it? Catch around. His abs are pretty amazing, you've got to give him that. And the blow-up bat, threatening but adorable. Made for an interesting silhouette. Genius design. Absolute cinema. He's a psychopath, just like the rest of him. You don't got to give him anything. And we're not best friends. Just because I've heard that little talk about doing a little talking, it's not an open invitation to go smashing the fourth wall every 5 seconds. Okay, now that guy is gone, we've got some ground rules established and we're definitely going to abide by. It's time to lay back, take some deep, slow breaths and... Nope, under the shadow. These people will not leave you alone. It's because I'm so delicious and sexy. Let's see who... Let's see who it is this time. Ah, yes. Huntress. That makes sense. You two have gotten pretty cozy. I want to get cozier. Look at those thighs. We should get out of here. I know a place that's quiet and out of the way. No one will be able to hunt us. I mean, hear us there. Doesn't that sound intriguing? But immediately a flow of worry floods your brain. Should you pack a picnic? Bring a swimsuit? A pocket knife? You decide to bring as much as you can. You may have to make a run for it at some point and you should be prepared. But of course you rush to this island with nothing but the clothes on your back, so you've got nothing to gather. Are you really ready for this? I mean, they call her the Huntress and not the Hugstress. You look up at this towering goddess, trying to form a sentence when suddenly... before you can decide what you want. Oh no! You've got to go for there. The spirit interjects. You really think you're going to have fun with her? All the running and wrestling, and not like in a clever double entendre way, but actual physical wrestling. I'm exhausted describing and thinking about it. Listen, you're kind of weird, and I'm kind of weird, and like, I don't know, I thought maybe you'd want to sit and ignore the whole world together for a while, yeah? Oh no. My 2 wives. Tough choice. You weigh your options quickly. Because you can only go on 1 date today, and you also don't be hacked to pieces for saying the wrong thing. Oh shit. It's always good to remember that these are the cold-blooded killers. These are all cold-blooded killers. But you know what they say. When life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. And then die a horrible, retching, writhing death after drinking it because the lemons were poisoned all along. Sorry, this island's got me really tilted. So who will it be? Oh no! I think I love my angel. I'm gonna have to go Spirit. As much as I love the Huntress, Spirit's just a bit of me. Gotta go with Spirit. You've made the correct decision. Wow! Wow! You've made the correct decision, but know this. Just because you picked me, doesn't mean I'm going to slobber all over you like a dog, understand? I will be the dog. I will pant at your knees. Well, of course, you've still got a lot to prove to me. I want to believe that our connection is real. But I've been hurt before. Literally. With a katana. A katana that I now wield in spectral form, you feel me? Because you will feel me. If you try any of that matter trapper crap. Yeah, I feel you. Before you ask Claudette and Dwight to clarify, I'll just let you know that yes, it is too late to change your answer now. Oh. You and Spirit arrive at the coast, overlooking the Black Lighthouse. It's old and decrepit, but still impressive. There's something magnetic about it. You can see why Spirit would be drawn to such a place. You look Spirit up and down, and notice she's wearing all black, just like the lighthouse. I'm noticing a bit of a theme. Is black your favourite colour? You've been here 2 days and you've only just figured that shit out. Black isn't really a colour at all. It's the absence of colour. It's void. Fucking alright. Colour palette. Queen Jesus. Like me. Spirit smiles. Nature abhors a vacuum. You're not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing. The lapping waves of the shore off the coast has a romantic tone. The fog that surrounds Spirit everywhere she goes and blends perfectly with the mist rolling up over the rocky shoreline. She's at one with this place, and so are you. Change of tone. The peace doesn't last too long, however, as the lighthouse lets out an eerie howl, like a monster dying, as spiraling black light stretches out across the sky. Spirit has to yell at you just to be heard. Oh yeah, it does that. The light and sound recede and the two of you sit in silence. Spirit lays on a towel down and pats on it gently. She clearly wants your company, so you oblige. When you do, she takes out some sunscreen and hands it to you. You're not exactly sure what to do. Is this an invitation to get your little hands on action? What else could it be? Yes. Thanks, I forgot to bring my own when I lost my memory and fell into the ocean. No problem, I figured as much. Spirit turns away while you smell the lotion all over your body. Need any help reaching those difficult spots? You see a hand float around your back. Yes. Sure, why not? Spirit's hand on your back is ice cold, but she has a soft touch. When she's done, she takes care of herself. Does she now? You watch as Spirit apply sunscreen to herself in the most unique way, by floating her own hand around her back to spread it on. I can do that though. I can clasp my hands behind my back. So, that's not my impression, Spirit. Try harder. I didn't read that sentence. While you're staring at Spirit's back, her head turns around and notices you looking at her. I'm sorry, is something wrong? I was just thinking about what you must have gone through to end up like that. It had to have been horrible. It was worse than death. At least death ends, eventually. But I wouldn't want to forget it. It literally made me who I am right now. Truth is, I could put all of these bits of glass that stuck in my flesh out right now if I wanted to. But but I don't want to. Each shard is a reminder of what my father did to me, and what the world did to him. That's why I refuse to play the universe's game. I hate the idea that I'll be forced to succumb to pressure the way he did in the end. The way that fear and anger filled him up and then came bursting out. The way his misery flooded our home and drowned us all. Yeah. It's not hard to think about revenge, the dragon inside me. It's doing to me what the world did to him. I have to fight it. Even though it gives me strength, I must maintain control. You're stronger than he ever was, I'm sure of it. I appreciate that, MILF. I suppose little help isn't a bad thing. In life, in love. This world is a lot to endure alone. Maybe I could use a little assistance reaching my delicate toes for a bit of lotion. You know, having your body contorted in all these vengeful poses. It really does a number of my joints. It rubs the lotion on its skin. I get that. Oh yeah. Oh shit. Oh! Perfect. No! No! That'll do. Well, I suppose the lotion made it to where it was supposed to be going eventually. And you weren't too incredibly wasteful. I'm not a woman who believes in rushing things through things just to get them done. If there's a next time, I'm sure you'll do even better. You look up at the lighthouse, its ominous dark form hovering above this moment between Spirit and yourself. Evil as it clearly is, in this case, it does you a solid by blurting out another ominous moan and burst of black light that rescues you from this awkward silence. Hello? From seemingly out of nowhere, an ancient-looking ship appears in the water. It glows, itself a thing of death, a spirit of a ship that once sailed these seas centuries ago. A tattered black flag whips from the ocean air above the ship as it careens towards the shore. Before crashing on the rocks, it must have been drawn to the lighthouse. You hear the distant shouting of sailors as the old wooden ghost ship breaks up and sinks into the water. Oh right, it does that sometimes too. Should we, do something? Nah, the sharks will take care of it. Within a minute, the ocean is quiet again except for the waves. Note yourself, hungry sharks. These town-traveling pirates, whoever they were, you're half sure you saw one of those skulls and crossbones flags. Aren't the only ones drawn here today. It's Wraith! He has emerged from the palm trees behind you. I didn't come here to break up your date or something. I came here for that. Wraith points to the lighthouse. It is indifferent to its attention. I've been seeing it in my dreams, shining its strange light on me. I can't avoid it. Through the woods and walls, nothing seems to stop it from reaching out to me. Duh, it's a haunted lighthouse. It does that to everyone at some point. You're no more special than me, those dead parrots, or that mermaid I saw washed from shore at one time. Ew. Mermaids, by the way, aren't even as close to beautiful in person as they are in movies. More sea witch than underwater princess if you get my drift. It's all part of a vast conspiracy. An epic river of lies that runs between the island. Or something. I'm pretty sure I figured it out. The basics anyhow. If you come with me, you can get cut. Spirit waves her katana, nearly trimming a couple of buttons off a Wraith's tropical top. He takes the hint and backs away a few steps slowly. For the quiet guy, he really never shuts up. Okay, be that way. I'll see. I'll learn at last. Tension broken. Deathly moans quiet. And Wraith vanished back to wherever he hangs out. You scooch closer to Spirit, breathing in the damp, foggy air that seems to emanate from her. It's not quite clear how the whole fog thing works, but you don't care. You're feeling this moment. Oh, whoa, whoa. I don't know what she's feeling, but I'm also feeling it. Spirit seems to be feeling it too. She starts with just her robe, and you get a peek of the bathing suit underneath. For someone who seems intent on proving how little she cares about what everyone thinks, she puts a lot of work into getting that suit. It's got straps for days. However, you're so focused on what's happening with Spirit, you don't see the next interruption coming. Claudette and Dwight bursted on you and interrupted whatever you were doing. It doesn't seem like they were worried they'd bump into much. We're here to make a very dramatic announcement. Well, technically, we're here to invite you to join us back at the beach. Well, we'll be making a very dramatic announcement. It's one of us getting eliminated. Just Love Island type shit. It's hard being both the producers and the hosts. Aren't survivors supposed to work in groups of 4? When you arrive at the beach, you realise you are set up. Despite promising an announcement, Dwight and Claudette simply stand quietly. This isn't all was promised. Wait a minute! There's no announcement here. But there is. A me! You got mud in your ears, friend? I told you to get lost. Don't you see? Lost is what I am, and so are you. But I know the way out. I've got a map back in my secret lair. Literally and figuratively. Yeah, I know the difference. That's a big word, Wraith. That's why you should ditch Spirit and come and spend the rest of the night with me instead. You've got a secret lair? Damn it! Who said anything about a secret lair? I said I've got sap in my secret hair. There's a flap on my secret chair. Dig that hole, Wraith. Don't change the subject. Don't ask me what he's talking about. You're trying to make a mess of the first nice day I've had in I don't know how long, but it's not even clear what year it is. But in a while. I'm not about to be ditched for the likes of you. It's not me messing things up. Like I keep trying to tell you, it's this dang island. I've come to accept a difficult truth. What's happening here? Well, I'm convinced that it's our fate. It's not anyone's decision. It's simply the way it will be. There's no use fighting it. What would you even know about fighting? All you do is hide in your little spooky secret lair and cry like a baby while ringing your little bell. So don't tell me what I can and can't fight back against. I was born a fighter. A dragon lives inside of me. I can't not fight. Even when all I might want to do is hide. Don't you see this giant hat? It's a metaphor. If I do have a fate, my fate is to win every fight that comes my way. Got it? Folks. Oh, you hide. I've seen you hide. You do your phase walking routine. What do you call that? It's basically cloaking. We all know that cloaking is a type of hiding. Girls, drama. The girls are fighting! Folks! You cloak, I don't cloak. I'm not a cloaker. I phase walk out in the open. You just can't see me. You have no idea what they're talking about. But this sure sounds like some video game community forum thread, minuta, if there ever was such a thing. Not that you know about that either. It sure does seem like Dwight and Claudette are going to stop this, so it's on you. I think I was brought here to... Well done, me. I was brought here to make a choice, and I choose... Spirit! When it comes down to it, neither of these seem easy to love. I mean, damn, Spirit literally has broken glass shards sticking out of her. But she has a certain charm to her gloom. Spirit and I were actually having a nice time. Besides, if it's my fate to end up on this island, well, to hell with fate, really. And don't take this the wrong way, Wraith, but the amount of awkwardness you pack in a single day, no wonder you're so skinny. All that second guesses must burn a lot of calories! That was fucking abysmal. No offense taken. Yeah, okay, it's true. I can be a little awkward, I guess, sometimes. All those jumping to conclusions should be an Olympic sport. Right, I'm going to the Spirit. Spirit breathes a sigh of relief. I've got enough revenging to do without having to kill you and Wraith too. Sippy time while the back screen. Spirit walks around a corner to show you something that she discovered in this place, and knew what meant to connect you to her journey. A cherry tree! We had a cherry tree in our garden. It's one of the most gorgeous things I've ever seen. In spring, oh my god, I love it so much. It's just a small sapling, but it's begun to sprout flowers. Doesn't make any sense to see a cherry tree here, but in this place. It also doesn't make sense to see a goat with black bathing suit, so you just accept it. It's like Animal Crossing, just fucking puss anywhere. As Spirit steps onto the tree. Oh, hello! As Spirit steps onto the tree, a cold breeze pulls some petals off, and they come cascading through the air around both of you. This is so romantic. Do you know the meaning of the cherry blossom? They're beautiful, but also quite symbolic. Of course, all the good symbols, their meaning is pretty complicated. What do they mean to you? For many people, being among cherry blossoms is like being a celebration of life. People travel great distances just to be near their vibrant beauty. I wish I was one of them, but I'm not, because I'm poor. I want to go to Japan and see the cherry blossoms. However, as beautiful as they might be, they aren't magical. They're simply flowers. They quickly die and fade away, and for this reason, they are also a symbol of the fleeting nature of life, of our fragile mortality. In a way, It's the spectre of looming death that calls attention to the special moment, to see and appreciate life. How does that duality make you feel, MILF? Empowered. The knowledge that life and death are a cycle has always given me peace. I was actually thinking about this earlier, which is like kind of crazy actually. I was thinking about like the afterlife and how reincarnation and rebirth and stuff work, because I kind of believe in both. So I was sort of self-debating. Accepting the fleeting beauty of nature, like the beauty of a flower in bloom, allows me to appreciate the moment without being too hung up on what comes next. As you explain, Spirit's face begins to look sad at you. You're not sure why. It's not the happiest topic, life and death. Why should it matter? Then it dawns on you. Spirit has been trapped in this ghastly state of death with no hope to cycle back, no rebirth. Her moment of blossoming life is long gone. That scary time of death and decay that comes after the good part. That's Spirit's eternity. I feel like an idiot. I wasn't talking about you. I wasn't even thinking about you. You just answered from the heart. I can't let that bother me. Our priorities are not the same. I have my mission. No! Fumbled! Once cherry blossom, full and cherry blossoms represent the soul of the samurai warriors. Those with noble characters. Those who did not fear death. Those who were killed with the greatest sacrifice to honor their emperor. Those lives were short, but their purpose gave them beauty. Those warriors saw death coming, but they never despaired. They stood and faced it. They held their swords and struck down their fear. But despite the samurai, Spirit lives on in me. In my noble bloodline, my life has ended. My death continues to stretch on. The cycle is frozen. This cherry tree, it's not real. Though its petals fall, they soon replenish, as if it were installed here by someone. You watch your Spirit chooses her words very carefully. By something with no respect for the balance of life and death. We're sorry to interrupt. You know we don't believe you, right? Yep. Oh. Either Spirit's really small, or Dwight is ginormous. This time we've got a really good reason. And it has nothing to do with us being manipulated by an unseen force, because that's definitely not happening. Nobody accused you of that, okay? We're just here to tell you that it's finally time for dinner, silly. Get it while it's hot. Is it another man? I guess it's time to go, whatever. Thanks for spending some time with me today. I enjoyed it. Thank fuck for that. Me too? I thought I'd fumbled a baddie. What a fun day you've been having. I can see it written all over your face. You're shining. And that's not just the remaining anxious sweat for some spending an afternoon with a courting a circle. That was a word soup. You're shining. And that's not just the remaining anxious sweat from spending an afternoon courting a psycho killer. Psycho killer! Qu'est-ce que c'est? No. You're really feeling this whole romantic experience. Don't worry. I'll keep your dirty little secrets. I don't believe you. Excuse me? That's enough gentle ribbing. It's time to get back to business. All that appetizing singles have arrived for dinner, including Trickster. I am so sorry, I cannot read or talk. I've got like full on brain soup today. I spent all weekend grafting, decorating, so I'm like complete brain melt. Wraith is here too. We're not going to do the gag where they all cram on the screen at the same time again. Just believe me, they're all here, they're all sexy and demented as you remember them. With your love on the line, everybody's being very careful not to offend you by saying the wrong thing. Congrats by the way on getting this far. I'm as surprised as you that you have seen these before falling for you. No, not because of your personality, but because you just met them yesterday. However, since Wraith is not the biggest longshot to end up holding onto your heart, he throws caution to the wind and speaks up. Yeah, I'm telling you now, Wraith's got no chance. He's not a baddie. It's a pretty small consolation prize for being the least loved killer on Murderer's Island, but hey, letting them have this one moment in the spotlight is the last we can do. And heaven knows they won't do any better than that. I'm sick of watching everyone else gorge themselves while I'm preoccupied with, trying to get to the bottom of this never-ending nightmare. So tonight, none of that. I'm not really hungry anyway, so I guess we have to do a simple salad or something. The green kind, not the mayo kind. Mayo is gross. That is a fact. I do agree with Wraith on that one. I don't like mayonnaise. It's disgusting. I'm fine with just lettuce. Doesn't have to be fancy. I love salad. Not iceberg though. Has no nutritional value. I like iceberg, but I will also literally eat fucking anything, so. I don't eat for nutrition, I eat because it tastes nice. I love a sweet treat. Letting Wraith choose was a mistake. That's on all of us. Dinner will be served shortly, but certain power brokers would like to know about your day. Would you like to share your day with the rest of the group? You've had an interesting day, that's for sure. But how will you describe it to others? Say too much or too little, it could affect your standing with the group. Okay, don't just sit there and say nothing. Nothing is not an option. I mean, I can't lie, I love spirits, so I'll gush. I wish you could all get to meet the real spirit. She has a beautiful soft side, and you'd all get to see it if you're a bit nicer to her. Spirit looks totally horrified. I promise she doesn't want people paying her any more attention. She's just trying to do her own thing, not fit into this killer club. Seriously, did you listen to a single thing I said today? It seems clear to me that you did not. Oh no. Dwight and Claudette bring out dinner. Everyone eats in silence. No one trusts anyone now, and they're all very tired. Oh wait, no, sorry. That's a dreary supernatural horror thriller set in Antarctica. Not a charming what? Not a charming party dating sim set in an undisclosed tropical paradise. Bone any appetite? Don't you mean bon? No. Almost everything we serve has a lot of bones in it, even vegetables. Impossible to avoid in this island. Everyone eats without speaking. Tensions are rising, both of sexual and deadly variety. When everyone finishes, Dwight and Claudette come back to clean the table. They linger around as you pick up your plate, take your napkin and dust off crumbs off the table. What would you like to say to the servants? Say thank you, I was raised better than that. Respect service workers of all walks. I've worked too many restaurant jobs to not thank customer service people. Your top-notch service is much appreciated. Everyone, if you'd be so kind as to follow us to the fire pit, we'd greatly appreciate it. We've been told something big is going to happen. Something that will change everything. You can go willingly or unwillingly. You have no choice. Tough cookies. Do you have a choice on how to say that, dweeb? Yes, and I immediately regret how I did. Good. Something needs to change around here. Fire is rebirth. Fire illuminates the soul. I hope the fire isn't too smoky. Smoke hurts my eyes. I have pretty sensitive eyes. I'm also horribly afraid of it. The fire, I mean, not my eyes. Because of childhood trauma involving fire. Oh my god, Wraith! Fucking Jesus Christ. And finally, everyone starts moving towards the fire pit. If only to get away from Wraith complaining. It's not even endearing, it's starting to genuinely piss me off. You take a seat on a comfortable log, feeling the fire's heat against your skin. Wait for other killers to take their place, wondering who will want to tell the story this time. Will the narrator tell a story? I bet they've got a stunningly creative mind. Hey, you think? Are they allowed to simply place thoughts in my mind like this? That doesn't seem fair. Everyone makes their way in, but something unexpected happens. Nothing. Nothing happens. Something almost always seems to be happening here, so nothing is probably not a great sign. I've called you all to this meeting today. Oh, cool. And everyone's looking at you. So, you know, do something. What, a backflip? Like, fucking... Should I pick someone to tell a story? Or play charades? Boggle? Well, we were actually thinking, why don't you tell us a story? Wraith points his spinal skull staff thingamajig at you. You duck out of its way. Who knows what that thing can do? Probably shoot lasers. Try not to bore us. We're just very interested in you. Don't speak for me, Huntress. Now you can't tell if you're warm from the fire or if it's your nerves heating up. I know the fire is right there, but maybe if we stop talking about it and have a time so we can start to pretend it's not there and doesn't, you know, threaten to burn us all alive. He's not supposed to hear me. Get out of here, Rafe. Milford's about to make an important decision about telling the story or not. Yeah, I'll tell the story. Sure, I'm game to tell the story. I hope it's a mystery. Why are you here again? Okay. What type of story do you want to tell? Romance. I'll tell a romantic story. About two lovers who take poison together and die foaming at the mouth. Or two strong hunters who met when they were both trying to bludgeon the same wily Wolverine. Not quite. It's about my parents. They met at a party in college he was hosting. She had been dragged there by some friends. Boo! They couldn't have been more different. And yet, as the night went on, they were drawn to each other. She made fun of his taste in music, and he took an interest in her major, women's studies. They were married within 2 months. You can tell it's against American, because in the UK you would fucking never. Bit singeing if you can trust someone, don't you think? It's so sweet. Exactly. I learned a lot about love from them. If you know, you know. Some people don't need years to get acquainted with their partner. I would disagree, but okay. Love could spark from a mere look across the campfire. Now you've got their attention. Each killer is furiously attempting to catch a rifle from across the fire pit. Except for Trickster, who has wandered over to the bar and is loudly playing his own music on his headphones to drown you out. Okay, that was not a very good story. Doesn't mean to insult you, but that was actually quite bad. Sorry, but this narrator keeps it real. We can't just end there. Who else would like to hear a story from tonight? You look from killer to killer, trying to decide who might be the most entertaining. I want to hear from Spirit. I suppose I could tell a story. I don't really want to, but anything I say is sure to be better than whatever you got to get. I give up. Like all good stories, I stole this one from someone in the past who is dead now and can't do anything about it. It's called The Bride. Technically, I suppose the fiancé. One winter, a young couple decided that the next spring they would be married. The two were madly in love and could not wait for the snow to melt, so they could join in matrimony and unite their souls for eternity. Per the latest bridal trends, they decided to have their wedding ceremony at the edge of the woods by a beautiful shabby chic farmhouse. Together, they spent months planning the details of the wedding. The two created invitations, figured out seating arrangements, and tasted 100 cakes before settling on the perfect one. I don't know what that word is. Lilikoi? They chose Lilikoi, by the way. So fancy. When it came time to figure out the decorations, however, the bride, the fiancée I guess, since she wasn't actually married yet, wanted to take the lead and set the style. After all, her boyfriend had been wearing cargo shorts and open-toe sandals pretty much their entire relationship, so he was definitely not to be trusted. Sounds like me and my fiancé. Having decided on such a lovely natural setting for the ceremony, the fiancée decided that she would create unique floral arrangements from the local wildflowers that surrounded the farmhouse. As soon as the sun rose on the first day of spring, she set off into the woods. Each day, she spent hours mapping out where the best blooms could be found, prepared to pick them herself the morning of the wedding, so they'd be in the height of their freshness and beauty. Enamoured with the incredible variety of flowers in the woods, she surveyed. The bride, the fiancé, since they had not even been married, became obsessed with knowing just how many there were, so she could choose the absolute best. When that fateful morning of a big day finally came, the fiancée told her husband-to-be that she had one final errand before the wedding. Excited for the ceremony to come, she dressed in her beautiful white gown and set off into the woods to gather flowers. Treading carefully, she followed her route, selecting only the best stems and collecting them in her basket. However, when she came upon a once familiar clearing, something was not as she expected. Somehow, it was more beautiful now than it had been before, and just on the edge of the view was a new bush full of blossoms so vibrant and colourful, she became dizzy just looking at them. But the fiancée ignored her sudden spell and pressed ahead, scooping up flower after flower, and every time she did, she noticed just further ahead, impossibly even more beautiful blossoms. Carried by the sweet fragrance of the spring air, the bride, the fiancée, crept farther and farther into the woods until she turned a corner, stood over a mossy fallen tree and realised she'd been here before. But this wasn't the clearing she remembered, or at least not how she remembered it. The flowers were suddenly overripe, decaying, falling from their stems into festering mouldy piles on the floor. Where bees had been, now only flies buzzed. Where the scene of flowers once intoxicated her, the odour of mildew made her feel sick. She turned to look back. The path was dark. Into a shadowy glen she walked, and walked, and walked. That day, as guests gathered at the farmhouse, the fiancée was nowhere to be seen. Her friends, family and love began to look for her, but to no avail. They searched the pasture, the tree line, into the forest, but there were no beautiful wildflowers or young lovers to be seen. Just old dead trees, trampled vines, and moss-covered rocks. The fiancé stayed a fiancé for eternity, always wondering, looking for fresher blooms to clip, but never finding them. Distracted by a never-ending search of perfection, unable to see that you are loved for who you are. Out there all alone. I thought it was beautiful and sad. Just like someone we know. How was story time? A lot of people like to take pot shots at sequels, but I think every good story deserves a follow-up. When you think it's the end, the sequel is almost never as rewarding as the original. That's why I'm much more a fan of the episodic styles of storytelling. Knowing it's a series takes a lot of pressure off of any individual installments and builds a greater sense of community, knowing audience and creator. Tell me, MILF, if you could delete any sequels from existence, what would it be? I have to think about that one. Don't answer that. We don't actually care. We're just here to make sure we seamlessly move on to the next segment of the evening. God forbid my small talk get in the way of a romantic Twilight moment. Dwight, I'm going to need you to shut your yap trap. You know we need to get back to that thing we do whenever we're not on screen. Okay. You have fun tonight and try not to wink wink end up dead. Why did you say the words wink wink out loud when you know the double entendre you get in with the end up dead thing? Dwight is physically incapable of winking, not since the accident. And you do know that all of these people are despicable criminals with double-digit kill counts, right? Well, except for Spirit. She really doesn't belong here. She's strictly a victim, not a perpetrator. No wonder she's pissed. Did I hear somebody trash-talking Spirit? Deal me in. Drop her. Genuinely get fucked. What do we say we take this talk to the hot tub so I can soak in this board while I roast the ghost with some killer hot takes? My god, man. Please, enough of the burns. These things getting lit or blazed. It's enough, is it too? It has to be set extra literal fire. Must I be surrounded by my figurative flames as well? What if we turned and ran as far away from this place as we could, just you and me? On those spindly legs. Nice bit. I hope you enjoyed that. You're probably tired before you get too far. If it's running away to some place more screwed with MILF is after, they should obviously join me. Have you seen these legs? Pure power. Not that my walk speed really reflects my giant stature, but that's because I choose to move slowly for stealth reasons. It's my own choice and completely logical. Yep, consider energy, Gil. Why is everyone so obsessed with comparing themselves to each other and creating drama? I'm so over all that. Don't you get it? Society wants to trick you into fighting with each other so that the corporations can swoop in and sell you fake solutions to all your fabricated problems. Yes, Spirit. Woman after my own heart. I love you. I'll be sitting in the shade and drinking something locally sourced while thumbing through a public domain novella printed on recycled paper because I refuse to play their game anymore. It's like she's trying to be actively as unappealing as possible. Does it really turn anyone else on and just me? I love it. I am down incredibly bad for Spirit. Despite Trapper's insatiable appetite, it seems his attention, along with the attention of everybody else, is still on you for the moment. If you could, I don't know, just pick one of us, maybe we could all move on with our lives, or you know, some special projects we might have going on. You ready? Who will it be? Who you head off with for an evening activity? I'm just saying, you may not get a ton of chance to date around like this before your time on Murder Island comes to a close. And no, I'm not satisfied with that name either. But with the streaming reality TV dating show boom happening, I'm pretty sure it's pretty much all that wasn't taken. Which killer will you pick? And yes, we're back to excluding Trickster because, ugh, that guy. Give me Spirit again. I need to try and get Spirit. And not fumble it. Spirit? Oh, you picked me, yay. So that was rude of me. I despise phoniness, so I should be honest with you. You make for interesting company, and I love the idea of winning over these other killers at all costs, even when I hate the game and the prize. But I had a long day. Gil, what the fuck? Floating, subverting expectations, grinding my teeth as I imagine sweet, sweet revenge. It takes a lot out of me. So don't stop bringing your A game, alright? It might seem I hate everything, but I'm genuinely getting to know who I am is an impossible task. Not worth trying. Too bad. You won't know unless you search deep inside yourself and bring everything you've got. Or just say the exact right thing at the right time and melt my cold heart in an instant. I don't know the rules here any better than you do. See you at the bar, I guess. Cocktail time! You arrive at the bar to find Dwight and Claudette, both holding cocktail shakers surrounded by a bevy of bottles from assorted boozers. Bevy! It's time for a bevy! Are you ready to get wasted? As you know, I don't drink, so not me. Unless you mean wasted, as in killed, in which case, Dad, if you're out there somewhere, I will find you and waste you for what you've done to me. You really don't drink, ever? Is that like because it would just fall out of a hole in your stomach thing? Or Ghostbusters! I don't drink alcohol because alcohol is poison of the body and the mind. I don't need to act like a fool to have a good time thing. Then why do you choose a mixology lesson as your romantic nighttime activity? Everyone knows this kind of day is an excuse to get loaded up on booze and make terrible decisions. It's true, not a single person's ever learned anything in one of these classes. Dwight, no, that's not true. You learned how to tie a cherry knot in a stem using only your tongue. Whoa, whoa. Who ordered the soda with a splash of private business? That's off menu. Well, I know what drink I'm forgetting tonight. Mixology is a real thing. It doesn't require alcohol to be interesting. I'll have you know that I worked in a restaurant before I was violently executed. By your father. On whom we'll have your blood revenge. Right. Well, so be it. How about you, MILF? Do you drink? Yes! With all due respect to Spirit, I don't personally have anything against a little bit of alcohol. And this is a resort, I think. I'm on vacation, I guess, so bring on the booze. I was afraid of that, you see. If you and Spirit have different dietary restrictions, that means you've got to make 2 different drinks with 2 different sets of ingredients. And that's like double the work for the same amount of pay, which is already 0, for a job you both hate. What do you say? Would one of you maybe bend your will just a teensy little bit to make life easier on us? No. Okay, your position's firm. I feel you. MILF, be a pal? What do you think? We've got to get the show on the road. Yes, I will reconsider. You know, I've always found that being in a healthy relationship requires compromise, among other qualities. Yes, it does. You wink at Dwight, and he turns red in the face. Why? Don't get ahead of yourself, MILF. This is a mixology lesson, not a wedding ceremony. It's an activity that you cared about enough to invite me to, and I should have shown you respect from the beginning. I might be a little afraid of you, but I'm not afraid of admitting when I'm wrong. This is one of those times. I was wrong. So if you want a night to remember, you stand and start. Whoa! You stand and start to do a sexy dance, grabbing a bottle from the bar and rubbing it on your face. You were doing so well. Don't mess it up now. I would be embarrassed if I saw that. Genuinely. This is 2 of those times I was wrong. If you want to enjoy drinks for their craft and flavour, while sitting and calmly relaxing, I'm here for it. So, lovebirds, what drinks shall we make? Ooh. Bloody Mary. I've never had a Bloody Mary. I want to try one, though. A Bloody Mary sounds like it might be, well, the official... Oh my god. A Bloody Mary sounds like it might be as well be the first official drink on Murderers Island here. How about that? Jesus Christ. You turn around and see Claudette holding the mirror up to your face. Bloody Mary. Bloody Mary. Girl, what you say fuck me for? What did you say on me? Candles flare and a warm wind begins to swirl around you. The sky goes black. A dark shadow appears behind you. Before you know what's happening, you're in a trance and you've joined in on the chant. Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary. You feel a hand on your shoulder. The darkness begins to wrap around you. Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary. A loud crash interrupts the chant. When you blink your eyes, you see that Spirit has unsheathed her spectral katana and sliced the mirror in 2. Shards stick out of the sand at your feet. Excuse me? What kind of asshole goes and summons a new ghost when you've got a perfectly good one with them on a date already? I'm sorry, I don't know what came over me. Typical. They all say that, don't they? Amen, sister. You started it! Fucking set me up! I'll have a Sprite. You see the dark from a Bloody Mary herself fly off into the sky, join an approaching storm cloud that's making its way over the ocean. before you can pivot to a different drink suggestion, lightning strikes a palm tree on the beach and it immediately starts a fire. The activity ends abruptly as Claudia and Dwight usher the two of you away from the bar. Fucking hell. Sippy sippy. The gang's all together again on the volleyball court. Seems like only yesterday you were sitting on the sidelines watching everyone get sweaty. That's because it was. Oi. Feels like I've been here a lot longer than that actually. It's so late that the sun has already begun to rise. Better get this over with quickly so that I mean you can get some beauty rest. I do not recommend the internal damnation of perpetual narratordom. Good thing you've already used your time well since then. Really getting to know the gang. The brain, the mogul, the basket case, the psychotic bunny girl. You know, the 4 types of people. Anyway, everyone is gathered on the volleyball court for a new type of game. Pick your dream date and see who MILF chooses. Who's ready for a round robin? How round are we talking? Not to eat hunters. Each killer gets 2 minutes to tell you about the dream date they have planned for you tomorrow. In no particular order, which is a weird thing to mention, right? Almost like the order does matter. Trav, why don't you go first? I think you deserve it. Even if in this case it's a small take. Stop talking. Trav, without further ado, would you like to make us all uncomfortable by pushing the boundaries of what's acceptable not only in polite society, but within the narrative of this in-world event and also the larger meta-narrative of a Dead-by-Daylight dating experience? Sometimes you just gotta say it. Well, yes, thank you, I'd love to. So, MILF, you're thinking of picking me. Well, this is your final warning. Pick me and be punished. And rewarded. Give me some of that. Tomorrow will suck, probably. I'm not an easy guy to get along with, I know that. But I can tell you this much. I'm hiding a secret on this island that'll make fans shit themselves with excitement. If you like the Trapper, you're gonna love it. If you're not, you're a maggot. Also, everyone, even common sexy ladies in riot masks, better say they're well hell away from my yacht. Sorry. Anyway, Wraith. Well, I don't know. I'd really prefer MILF just tell me privately. I don't know how that's gonna work with these game mechanics. What if we just whisper it to MILF? Wraith considered this for a long moment, too long. That's fine. Without moving, Wraith lowers his voice to a barely audible whisper. Tomorrow you have to find my bell. Then I can finally tell you what I've been working on. It's going to be really special. The kind of thing we'll really bond. And maybe finally get off this island. Maybe then we've got a real date. You done? Is that it? Wraith nods, proud. Great, Huntress, why don't you take it from here? Tomorrow morning, I'm planning on a nice atmospheric breakfast on the yacht. Don't worry, Trapper, you won't even know it's gone. What was that? Nothing, go away. Then boy oh boy, I've got such an adventure planned. It involves hunting for treasure. What kind of treasure are we looking for? Guess you'll have to pick me to find out. Let me tell you, it's primo stuff. And if you don't mind, I've got to start preparing. Okay, it's clear you're already going to pick me. Confident, mysterious, I like it. Hail spirit. Figuratively. Figuratively. Damn it, Dwight, you gotta watch your words with these people. Tomorrow you'll spit in the face of God, die and be reborn anew. That's it. If you're not intrigued by that, I don't want you. Go draw Crane out with Trapper or Diggle with the mysteries with Wraith. I don't know what those guys do all day. Do you want to at least specify which god you'll be spitting in the face of? All of them. Okay, there's a hydrate tonight if you intend to hang with Spirit. And times for everyone. Gosh, you need to dream about those options if you're ready to choose in the morning. Now go dream about all those swoon-worthy options so that you're ready to make choices come dawn. Have a swell night. Did you two forget to mention something? Oh gosh, how did we forget? Before you run off to slumber peacefully, there's one more thing to do. No reality survival dating competition parody would be complete without singling out one of our contestants who's already teetering on the edge of a psychological break and give them a little push. Hold up, this has been a survival dating competition parody this entire time and I'm only just finding out about it now? Come on, the signs were there. You just didn't read them. Welcome to Murder's Island. It's now time to eliminate one of the killers. Yes! Oof! It's like a butchering, but it hurts even worse. You can't kill a killer, but can you break their heart? Do you dare to even try? You mean... That's right. Tomorrow one of these 6 slices will not be eligible to take on a date. Who's it gonna be? But why? Because it's dramatic. Because it's surprising. Because it's a classic reversal of fate. But it will hurt someone's feelings. Someone dangerous. What's it gonna be, champ? What's your thought process here? Trapper seems like he might throttle you in your sleep if you eliminate him. That being said, at least you see him coming. Spirit could be anywhere, she floats, and I hear she can spear. I'll strike. If you get rid of Wraith, he might cry, and although I totally support normalising men crying and being vulnerable, it seems like it might be an ugly crier. Huntress, you might pretend to be okay with it, and then you'll start seeing her behind every tree. What I'm trying to say is, I don't envy you, boss. So which sociopath are you eliminating? Bye, Wraith! He wouldn't hit a fly, yeah, but he's also not the spirit. So, look, I'm here and I'm horny, and I'm not really getting positive reinforcement from you, Wraith Boo. Please don't take this personally. It's just my opinion of you and who you are and what you're about deep down as a person, and how I don't like it. Like, give me something, you know? A kiss, a wink, hold my hand. Finish telling me something that we'll never know. Or better yet, don't. Wraith rises, taller than you've ever seen him, and calmly walks to the exit. Before he leaves, he turns to you. When you came here, I thought perhaps you would be different. I don't know how my last bit of hope in humanity hadn't been snuffed out, but it wasn't. It is now. You are just like the rest of them. There is no hope of goodness here. The only thing I can do is try to escape, or burn everything and everyone to the ground. He leaves. Pretty bad exit, not expecting that. Now you've broken the heart of someone heartless, you should go get some shut-eye. And don't worry too much about the broken heart you've left behind, because of course they'll be receiving a consolation prize. They might not get to go home with MILF when it's all over, but they'll never sleep alone again. That's right, we're sending our eliminated player home with... Fucking Jesus Christ. Their own, mostly new, Trickster body pillow. The next best thing is the real Trickster. It might not hug you back, but it definitely won't try and stab you. And how do we know? Because I've tried. That's right, it's Dwight Twisted. Claudette approved. I hope you sleep well tonight, MILF. You're my hero for what you've accomplished. How can you sleep tonight knowing what you've done? And not because of the guilt. I mean knowing there's a legit homicidal maniac who hates you so close by. How can you sleep tonight, knowing what you'll do tomorrow? I don't know how you'll do it, but you better go before Dwight and Claudette come back and put you to sleep themselves. You know those two. Schedule, schedule, schedule. We've survived 2 days. What a crazy way to end the day. An elimination? I didn't even know it was that kind of game. Let's check in with everyone, especially with our loser. Everyone deserves a send-off. We'll see how things go tomorrow, I suppose. I'm not expecting anything. I tend to shut my mind off during hard times. I know I seem well excited and devil may care, but the truth is, I'm really a pessimist at heart. That tends to happen when... Your mother was screwed by an elk when you were young? Yeah, how'd you know? Well, I guess. But it's also the only thing you talk about. If you'll excuse me, I think I saw a raccoon over there in a tree that I know feeling peckish. I know I said some things when MILF kicked me out to the curb, but I just want to say, I'm embarrassed for how I acted. No, I said no, I stand by it. 10 toes down! I want everyone here to burn. How I see things going, it's a matter of perspective. If MILF's goal is to impress me, things are going poorly. If MILF's goal is to get this little kill by me, they're doing an amazing job. I think we may have to go and hang out with Trapper for like an hour tomorrow. Did I think there was a chance I might get eliminated? Yeah, I did. Why? I have picked you 3 times today. I've literally only wanted you all day. Did I care if I got eliminated? Not even a little. Does the volume of words I spend talking about how much I don't care about things signify a deeper yearning within me to be seen, heard and validated by those around me? Nah. What? You're not part of this, you don't get a confessional. It's cool, man, I'm not part of anything, you feel me? I'm not a cog in anyone's machine. I'm my own machine. The whole thing is pretty cute though. Charmingly low budget, old school marketing vibes. Not gonna lie, kinda wish I wasn't so busy right now. I'd definitely be down with a reality show style dating competition with survival elements. But I got my new album, upcoming tour, finalising the new sneaker line, producing a limited series of my own, starting a new social media NFT crypto app, and doing these private gigs over on IP Island. My dude, you gotta come check it out. IP Island is dope. It's where all the real killers are hanging out. Fully licensed. No legal drama. Lawyers, take a hike. I'm going to tell everyone that Drake said that about, don't worry. I'm talking your favourite established characters from all over the pop culture that can't be seen on this island. Hell, you probably can't even mention them like Ghostface. Don't you say it. Look, we get it. You're very popular and in demand. But we have a game to get back to. And I don't want to get sued. Ghostface! Come on. Whatever, I don't even care. I'm the trickster. See you around, MILF. You too, narrator. I have a name, you know. You do? Yeah, seriously, they do not pay me enough to deal with you people. Is it my turn? What? No, it's not your turn. You're sentient water. How you even sit in that chair? All I can envision is the water from Moana sitting like cross-legged in an armchair. What's the chair? It's the thing you're getting all wait. Wait. Now it's gonna smell like mildew. Okay, rude. Fine, let's just get this over with. It's your turn, Ocean. Do your check-in. Check-in? I was just looking for the bathroom. Bathroom? Are you serious? It's on the hall to the left. It's okay, never mind. Never mind, what does that mean? She pissed. She's pissing. No, not you two. This wasn't meant to be confessional time for literally every character in this game. It's okay, we don't have to confess anything. We've just been working our asses off for 2 days straight and want to sit down somewhere. This chair is wet. Yeah, I think the Ocean just peed on it. How is that? You know what? I don't care. You're looking pretty pleased with yourselves. I've got something to confess. Oh great, what's it gonna be? You ate glue in the 2nd grade? You cheated on an algebra test once? Oh shit. Watching Wraith get eliminated was the first time in this unending spiral staircase of pain that is my life that I've ever felt a modicum of joy. Every minute I am alive is a nightmare. This place, this sun, this sweet sugary drinks. It sounds fun for a long weekend, but in eternity, the unrelenting rhythm of crashing waves and wailing seagulls is like a crescendoing song of evil that makes me question the very foundation of the universe. Why am I here? Why are any of us here? What kind of sentient being would do this? Please erase me from this existence. Make it so I was never born. Pull the plug on this experiment and let my soul be free, please. And please get me out of this polo shirt. Okay, let's get you to bed, buddy. I don't want to go to bed. Going to bed means eventually I have to wake up. It's relatable. Yikes, that was a weird way to end. Well, what you could do? You let the camera roll long enough, someone's bound to something crazy. Anyway, seems like everyone's had their shot to annoy me tonight. It's like to hit the hay and get some rest. Tomorrow's gonna be a doozy. Sleepy. All this talk is making my throat dry, and apparently I just can't speak or read today. Proper word soup. Soft sunlight warmed your skin, nudging you awake. Also, you're using a killer crab as a pillow, which is sort of okay with. What's that? You don't know about the killer crabs? Oh right, you didn't go on the Huntress date. You really missed out. It was thrilling, or I guess it would have been. You have to play the game again to get the reference, I suppose. You pull on your beach attire and splash water on your face. Do I include that approach? Is that look on their face excitement? Terror? You notice your stomach flutters with butterflies. Someone's in love. Or you've been infected with zombie butterflies in your sleep. It has happened here before, but it's probably the love thing. It's time! Colette gestures over to the beach where the killers all stand flanked by tiki torches. It's a scene very reminiscent of a TV show you used to hate watch with your ex. Couldn't be me. I have never seen an episode of Love Island, or the shows we cannot name. Suddenly the message is clear. You are going to declare your affections of a killer in front of several other killers. Hey, isn't Trixie supposed to be here? We paid him good money to make him some half-assed cameos in this show. I'm going to chew his agent out. Before they look over for your big moment. Don't think we notice how kind you've been to us MILFs. It can't be easy, being thrown to a mysterious island for seemingly no reason, surrounded by terrifying killers trying to manage your most primal impulses, murder and making out, and you've kept a cool head and treated us, your friendly island host, with dignity and respect. So don't tell anyone we told you this, but... Claudette and Dwight look around conspiratorially. Just a little hint for you, going forward. Don't try to go all the way with a killer who isn't into you. Relationships are a two-way street. If you don't have the green light in the other direction, you might end up in the friend zone. The friend zone? That doesn't sound so bad. Where do you think you are exactly? Dead by Daylight doesn't do friends. There are killers and there are survivors, and I'm afraid we can't say more. Okay, so who's into me? Claudette and Dwight look around conspiratorially again. Well, I've never seen Spirit open to anyone like she has to you. And I've seen her open up the insides of plenty of people, but thankfully, for you and for us, that's in a different type of game. Yes. So are you ready? Of course you're not, but too bad, we're on schedule. Schedule. You make your way over to the row of hotties. Claudette and Dwight stand to the side, hands behind their backs. It's been quite the 48 hours, but there are clearly sparks in the air. I'm not just talking about this rusty chainsaw, though I do recommend staying away from those sparks. It's time for our newcomer to confess their love. Wait, I have to do a drum roll for this. No you don't, but who cares? Milf, who do you choose for your solo date? Can we listen to the flower thing? Dwight, I thought we agreed to connect between us. No, excuse me? You know that flower thing? The thing where the suitor gets a flower as a symbol of the contestant's love and affection. Is that the Bachelor? In the Bachelor they do the rose ceremony. I think it might be. Alright, I suppose... Oh, yeah. But no roses. It's just cliche at this point. Well, that's good. Because I tried to pluck a rose and got an ouchie, so I settled for these. Oh, that's pretty! You've done good, Dwight. This is a lovely bouquet. I hope Dwight saves some of these for Claudette. They're a thing, right? You're getting that vibe too? Just me. Sorry. You've got other things to think about right now. Milf, who would you select to receive these flowers and spend the day with you? I want to pick Spirit, but I feel like if I don't pick Trapper, we may get murdered. So I'm going to have to go for Trapper. Can I save? No. I'm going to have to go for Trapper just in case. You step past all the much kinder and more thoughtful characters and, for some reason I suppose, I may never understand, approach Trapper. Trapper, you have stirred my heart. Trapper lets out an audible groan. There's no one here I'd rather spend a day with than you. I can't say I blame you, I'm the best thing that's ever happened to you. This island, maybe the world. You know some other people on this island might have rejected you if you had tried to choose them after otherwise avoiding them for every moment leading up to now. He knows! But not me. No, that's not me at all. I'm not gonna get you let you get away. Oh no! You watched Trapper's cave with him. It's interesting that you didn't want to spend more time with me leading up to today. Don't think I haven't been paying attention to the choices you make. I suppose we all make mistakes. What's important is that we learn from them. Clearly you have. You voluntarily spent time with losers, but in the end you realised who's the only winner on this island. It's commendable. However, you have to do a lot of work to woo me. A lot. One false move and that'll be the end of our time together. As well as the end of your life, probably. So I'm going to make some predictions about you, and you'll tell me if they're true or false. And you must respond as quickly as possible, lest I think you're a liar. And believe me, I don't like liars. Just answer honestly, like you always should. This is just a way for me to get to know you. No pressure. I said no pressure. Well, here we go. You love from the reunions. False. Conflict never the answer to your problems. True. Every creature deserves respect and dignity. True. You thought my boat was gaudy. False. You knew exactly why you're on this island. False. Okay, would you like to know your score? Wait, I thought you said there was no pressure and just to answer honestly. Yeah, I did say that. You didn't get them all right. But you didn't get them all wrong either. That's all I'm going to tell you. Don't look at me. Which answer did you get right? Which ones are wrong? Try playing the game again and figuring it out. You're the freak who decided to date a murderer you barely know. did my best, but it wasn't perfect. I felt like I failed you. Whatever, I'll still take you to the most important place on the island. It's also the most important place in my life. Excuse us, sir. We've been sent here to remind you about the thing. You can't go to your special place until you handle it. You know, the thing you've already spoken to about. Oh shit, the thing. Yeah, alright, I'll do the thing. Look, Milf, I got in a little bit of trouble. Apparently spending time with me isn't fun. As though any of this is supposed to be fun. You're on Murder Island, why would it be fun? Why would it be fun? But for reasons I can't begin to comprehend. Apparently the other killers, like their days, actually have some kind of juvenile wheel-spinning playtime. So I'm supposed to do the same. If you ask me, it's total bullshit from a power-hungry boss who can't get his own way, but there's nothing I can do. So you're going to play a little game. Around this island there are some hidden bear traps. A lot of hidden bear traps, actually. Some would say too many bear traps, though some are wrong. Your job is simple. Spot them all. Run around, sing a song, skip or dance or whatever. I don't care what dumb stuff you add to this. Just make sure you catch every trap. Got it? Good. Fuck me, okay. Lock in, gang. I don't want to stand in a bear trap. Resident Evil 4 all over again. Ready. I mean, I did see it, so not bad. Not bad. Whoop-de-doo, you did it. That was it perfect? No. Was I expecting it to be? If I'm being honest, no. But you were lucky we've forgotten them at all. Apart from that first one, that was phenomenal from me. If I wanted perfection, I'd done it myself. Now can we go to my special place? Yes. And remember to have a really good time in there. Seems unlikely, but sure. Okay, Chopper. Whoa! You enter Trapper's secret cave. The water shimmers, casting long shores along the walls. This is not what I expected. I was expecting some like dank, shitty dungeon, not a fucking bioluminescent cave. This is cool. Welcome to the height of luxury and privacy on this island. This is my own little spot no one else knows about. No one. But hey, don't go in the water. Seriously, do not go in the water. Too bad you don't have time to find out why. You really missed out by wasting time hanging out with those losers. I'm now going to take you somewhere I've never taken one other person. This is the most intimate thing I can do with another person that involves wearing clothes. Well, with clothes but without murder. I hope you appreciate the trust I'm putting in you now. Trapper walks over to a barricaded section on this cave wall and starts ripping it off. Secured boards like they're popsicle sticks. It's pretty hot, right? It's okay to admit it's hot. He's rich, sentient piece of marble. Soak it in like blood on a carpet. This tunnel is very important to me and my family. Would you like to see it now? Yes. This is the most exciting moment of my life. Calm down. Me, Trapper, is inviting you into a dark, sinister tunnel. You should be a little less eager. Don't be stupid. Stupid is a really big turn off. I'm afraid I failed because I am in fact fucking stupid. But it doesn't matter, we're going in anyway. I just have a lower opinion of you now. Okay. Prepare to enter the special mysterious tunnel. The secret sleep must hold. The excitement is almost too much. What the hell? Oh, this is what I was more expecting. Shit all. What the hell? This is it. It's an old mining cave. It's dirty, it's smelly, the rats the size of wombats. Spending a single minute in here is 5 minutes too long. And Trapper obviously could not be more proud of it. I didn't even know you could smile like that. This is where I feel most comfortable. And I'm finally willing to truly get real with you inside these walls. Will you do the same with me? Will you share something real? Maybe something about yourself that you don't tell others. I'll do the same after. Take my advice. Share something with him. So what do you want to share with me? Ooh, darkest secret. My darkest secret is I know everything about you, Evan McMillan. Everything. I know what turns you on. I know why you love this mining cave. I know you're just those people you cared about. I know you're just those people who fall into your traps. And all of it turns me on. All of it. Also, one time I accidentally set my neighbour's treehouse on fire. The damage was extensive. Damn, I thought I was weird. Maybe you should wear this mask. Or better yet, don't wear anything at all. But patience is the best way to trap your prey. Well, This has taken a fucking turn. Sarah's going from spirit and huntress. The dark horse of this competition has approached. Besides, I owe you a dark secret too. My darkest secret is that I'd give it all up. The money, the power, even my physique, if I could go back in time and follow my heart. Once, a long time ago, I wanted nothing more than to be an artist. My father refused. He was a harsh man who loved no one, only control. He did not make me the man I am today, though. So was it worth it? So it was worth it, don't you think? Why can't you be an artist right now? You're never told to try something new. Now it's too late, you'll see. Thing is, you can't become the most important person in my life without meeting the person who holds that position now. That's right. I brought you here to meet him, MILF. This is my father. Good grief. He's an emaciated old man clinging to life by the thinnest of threads. It's so nice to meet you, sir. A real honour. No, it's not. Look at me. My first breath of the sun has got me locked up in here and I can't remember why. Do you know why? No, seriously, do you? My memory fails me sometimes. My dad isn't as strong as he once was, physically or mentally. I keep him here now for his own protection. It's for his own good. You believe me, right? Yes, I believe you. Of course I believe you. You're an honest person. No, not always, but the truth is, I don't know what the truth is. I don't know why I keep him here. It just keeps him safe, but I'm not exactly feeding him or taking care of him. I love my father, truly. He made me who I am. Taught me how to be strong and ruthless in a world that only rewards power. There's only one thing I feel more strongly than my love for him, and that is my hate for him. And I hate him exactly because he made me who I am. That's why I keep him hidden away from his many enemies who have long waited to exact revenge on him. That's also why I keep him like this, tortured and living in darkness. He's both a testament to my power and a living corpse who refused to die on his own and free me of his grip. He's still alive for now though, so I want to hear what he thinks of you. I need to find you worthy of the Macmillan name and legacy. His mind is fractured, but he retains enough of it to judge people. This is your final test. Are you ready? Wait, to answer that, you have no choice. Actually, you know what? That's not fair. Considering what you're about to do is really difficult, I want to be fair. Before my father asks you some questions, I'm going to let you ask him some questions. You should really have an idea of who he is before I put my life in your hands. I mean, our relationship in his hands. That's great, you must realise by now your life has been in danger every second you've been with me. If you haven't, well, shit, you're not very smart. Anyway, go ahead. You get 3 questions though, to make them count. What do you want to ask my father first? Where are you from? Where were you born? Where did you grow up? I wouldn't spit on you, let alone answer that. I would know his name. What about Trapper's mother? What was Trapper's mother like? How dare you ask me that, worm? What can I do to impress you? Is there anything I can say or do to make you like me, sir? You sound like a maggot. No more questions from you. Well, that was fun to watch. On the island, we call that the full Father Macmillan experience. I hope that was as illuminating for you as it was meant to be. It was necessary though, trust me. Still, I would like to apologise. Usually my father is much meaner. He must be going soft. Wonderful. Maybe he's just saving his best, most honest self for his questions. Hey Dad, it's your turn. You can ask MILF anything you want. Now MILF, answer right and we can take things to the next level. Answer wrong and, well, just answer right. Go ahead, Father. Would you ever let someone stand in the way of what you want? No. No. What do you truly want from my son? Partner in crime! Oh no, the same thing he wants. Do you mean that literally or metaphorically? Literally. Good answer. Would you ever hurt my son? Physically or emotionally? Answer the damn question, would you ever hurt my son? No, I wouldn't. Is it because you're a damn fool or a coward? Those aren't very fair options. Do you usually use the word fair with me? I'll mark you down as a fool. but a fool can still be useful for a time. What I want to know is whether you'd be also a coward. Are you? No. No, I'm not a coward, you jerk. Good answer. Maybe not a complete fool. Now the final and most important question. Do you want to hear embarrassing stories about my son as a baby? Before you can say yes, Trapper goes into a rage. No! Damn you, father, turn him into a monster. Turning him into a monster wasn't bad enough. You have to embarrass me too. Back into the darkness you go. No, I don't have the dark, it's cold and the rats have started to unionize. I have a giant surprise when I get back. Huge. Now that he's gone, what do you do while you wait? Stay still. Staying perfectly still there. Smart. You obviously won't fall for any traps this late in the game. I mean, date. Trapper returns, and he stands in the shadow where you can't really see him. I hope you're ready for your gargantuan surprise. Holy shit! Wow. That is definitely the smallest speedo he can possibly pull off without us getting an adults only rating. Then again, if you're really not an adult, what are you doing playing this game? I am indeed an adult, I am 25 years of age. Until next week! Next week's stream is my birthday. You should probably say something. What do you want to say? Finally, what do you think we're putting with 3 days of tedious bullshit for this moment? It's go time. Trevor turns out all the lamps. Unfortunately for you, legally we are not allowed to describe the noises that are produced during this cave over a period of time that can be best explained as uncomfortably long. And we definitely can't show any of it. People will go blind, voluntarily. Knocked boots so hard he woke up in an entirely different part of my private cave system. Yeah, that was good. Obviously it was great for you, right? Shagging against the walls, against the stalagmites and stalactites. Gonna have bioluminescence in my hair, among other bloodly fluids. Yeah, that was good, obviously. It was great for you, right? Yeah, it was. Oh yeah, the best. Hell yeah. Trapper, MILF, the time has come. Return to the beach. You have no idea how close I came to killing you both. You're lucky I'm in a very good mood. I have that effect on people. Damn, this is it. Welcome back to where it all started. It's time to find out how Trapper really feels about you. After that, he should be feeling incredible about me. Uh oh. The fact he's back in his normal bathing suit doesn't seem like a good sign. Also, when the hell did they have time to put it back on? Didn't you walk over here with him? Jeez, we must really be at the end. Oh shit, it looks... I don't know. Nonplussed? I'll have to Google that word. Look, I'll be honest, I've been trying to kill for 3 days. I set up countless traps, both literal and metaphorical, looking for a reason or a way to make you end up as a disembodied head that someone accidentally digs on a beach. Another one! Hey, that creepy face in the beginning makes a little more sense now at least. But you've avoided them all. Kudos. Sincerely, it wasn't easy. You're pretty smart. But minus the part where you would have done it much easier with literally anyone else. Seriously, those 2 maggots have been having a way more fun on this island. I promise that's what everyone will be saying about these message boards. Also, I can't believe you would go to bone without knowing if I actually liked you. Haven't you ever seen the final few episodes of basically any dating competition show? Not that I watch dating competition shows. The only one I have watched is Dating Naked. That was purely because it's fucking hilarious. Just the fact that they're all there start bollock for the whole, like, week they're there. Anyway, the bad news is that I'm really not into you that way. The good news is I have no desire to kill you, which is amazing. Not just for you, but for me. I rarely feel this way. That's why I think we're better off as friends. I haven't had a friend in a very long time though, and my last friend betrayed me. That's why I hate friends. So technically I hate you too. Even though I don't hate you enough to kill you. I know it's weird. But, shit, look around you. What else did you expect? This whole thing puts me in an awkward spot. I technically hate you, but not really. And definitely not enough to kill you. I guess there's only one thing left to do with you. The same thing I do to everyone else I don't want to kill. That means you get to live forever in the tunnel with my dad. Or your dad. The tortured man you've kept imprisoned. And I don't want to. It's not so bad. No, that's not true. It's awful. This whole thing seems a little unfair. Doesn't it? Maybe anticlimactic. Well, it doesn't matter. I've made my decision and there's nothing you can do about it. My advice is just try and make the best of it. Developing a taste for rat meat will go a long way towards doing so. Okay, enjoy the darkness, my piece of shit father. Oh, hey, please be cool if I bring over any of the dates. Tough break, MILF. You really did get close to everything. Now you can spend the rest of eternity getting close to Trapper's dad. He bites worse than the rats. That's not fair, but it's true, I do. And maybe with an infinite amount of time, you'll learn to like each other. We won't. Why does it look like a fucking, like, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure boss? He's a stand user. At the very least, that should be enough to find out what really happens to his wife. Don't you dare speak of her. Meanwhile, I'm heading to the other island with the much more famous killers. I'll tell you how to get there, but, you know, you live in a tunnel now. But thanks for playing, and sorry for everything, especially your life choices. Hell yeah! And so my precious killers lived happily ever after, as they should, learning to love themselves first and foremost. I was trapped in a never-ending cycle of torture of my design. Wait, did I just spell my true identity? You read this far, you probably know that. You'll have to play the game again to find out more. Goodbye, MILF. See you again later, and again and again and again. Forever. Yay! I'm trying to clap, my model's not doing it. Hip yippee! I really fucking enjoyed that, actually. I didn't think we'd finish it this soon, actually. I expected it to go on a lot longer. But that was fun. I loved that. I didn't get either of the Medingnas that I was going for. You know, the Dark Horse Trapper. I was only going to go on a date with him, because he was going to murder me if not. And then I ended up shagging him anyway. So, whoopsie. But yeah, it was fun. I enjoyed that a lot. That was excellent. I'm gonna leave the music on because it's fun. But now we need to pick a game for next time. Tomorrow we are going to start Edna and Harvey, which I've been looking forward to. Because I plan on cosplaying Edna for Halloween this year. Friday, possibly some more Left 4 Dead. I did go on and get new mods. And again, I don't remember what I've put on. I actually asked my son to pick some of the mods, so it's going to be a complete surprise. And probably just as fun as last time. But any of the games people might like to see, I'd love to know. Yeah, so we finished that earlier than expected, so I'm gonna have to love you and leave you now. I'm gonna call it here. So I hope you've had a grand old time. Anyone who is watching now or watches in the future, I'll love you and leave you. Goodbye.